I left you all in my last video during a road trip from Denver, Colorado to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Well, we had a great time stopping in Pinedale, Rock Springs, and Jackson Hole. And now it was time to finally find a camp. We found a spot to camp south of Teton National Park. We're looking for the same thing everybody else is looking for: how to boondock without paying $35 or $40 a night. But it was a surprise to me that the next day, when I woke up, I had a Honda Element sandwiched between me and the RV in front of us. I mean, like, he had to put on his best act for parallel parking in order to get in there. He was probably 6 or 7 feet from my front bumper. So I didn't feel too offended. I wasn't really that surprised when he flashed his flashlight right in my face when he came out for his midnight pee. I mean, after all, the guy didn't have any consideration for where he parked in the first place. Why did I think somebody like that was going to have consideration when he's flashing his headlight all over? After all, there were only about 2 million acres of land he could have chosen, but instead, he decided he was going to slide in right next to me. As this van life thing gets more and more popular, there is going to be more and more competition for the very best spots. The decision we all have to make is, how are we going to treat our fellow travelers? Are we going to be courteous and thoughtful, or are we going to horn in and demand we have our share of the space? Well, it's for everybody to make their own decision, and I invite you to use your best wisdom. The van life for me is all about thinking about other people. I'm trying to get out of a society in which people only think of themselves, often to the detriment of others. Now here's the difference between the Honda Element guy and me. I asked the guy who was in the RV before me whether he would mind if I parked 30 feet away from him, behind him. And like a good RVer, he said, well, hell, I don't own the land. There were people there before you. Why don't you go ahead and park? The Honda Element guy didn't ask anybody anything. He just horned in. It's a lack of common courtesy that is really bothering me. Hey, would you mind if I park behind you or in front of you or wherever? Even though he knows I don't own the land either, he can park anywhere he wants. This guy is the kind of guy, he's going to take it. And he doesn't care whether you're interfering with someone else or not. Is that the way we want to be as van life people? Everybody has to make these own decisions for themselves. I'm only trying to give you some food for thought. One place I was really impressed with is the Heart 6 Guest Ranch. Now I'm boondocking just down the road. And then you come here and they have great food. Just about anything you need. I don't know, you might be able to slip them a few bucks, and maybe they'll let you get a shower too. Now, I'm not saying this is a great boondocking spot, but they're so friendly, it's a great place to come when you are boondocking. And there's a lot of Americana here too, so be sure to check out the displays when you come to visit Heart 6 Guest Ranch. For example, one of the bars is very famous, was owned by the Buffalo Bill Cody family and was brought to the ranch fairly recently. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff here, so be sure to schedule a few extra minutes to look around. Oh, did I mention? Free internet. So when you come, it's a great place to make a pit stop if you're boondocking. Oh, one other thing. The ginger ice cream is to die for. Wow, that was some good stuff. Part of my video is kind of a rant today. Maybe I've just had it with society. You know, what I resent the most is when society follows me into my magic land. I'd like to be both a good ambassador and a good example in the van life. How we act towards other people is going to affect how the van life is regulated, and that's going to affect me and thousands of people to come. So I encourage everyone, think it through, be courteous, think of others. Well, this is Tim Painter for the Van Life, wishing you all the very best. It's such an honor to present these videos to you, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. I encourage you, please like if you like what you see, and of course, we survive on subscriptions, so please subscribe. But most important of all, please leave your comments. What do you think? Am I overreacting? Should I be more patient? Or should all of us be a little more thoughtful, a little more responsible, a little more careful in how we park and how we conduct ourselves in the van life? Well, this is Tim Painter. We'll talk to all of you very soon. Bye-bye.